Kamaru, obviously not the result you wanted, but that was an exciting fight. When those scorecards were being read out, what was going through your mind? Do you think you'd done enough to win it?
It was a tough one. I know that first round I didn't do the best job of defending and really starting to neutralize him. So, I didn't want to. That's the difference between I'm used to fighting 5 rounds, and in a 3-round fight you can't give up that first round like that because you don't have many more rounds to pull yourself back into the fight. So, miscalculation on my part. It's a tough one. He's a young, hungry bull, and me coming off the I guess what they say couch in 10 days. I'm still I got to trust myself more. I'm still I haven't lost that. I do believe I'm the best in the world, and I just didn't start fast enough to give myself a time to really get into the fight and find my finish.
By that 3rd round, though, you had got a read on those shoots that he was putting in. You could see you defended those. But you said as well, you said you wanted those primal fights like the one with Colby Covington. Did you get that sense and that feeling within the fight?
Yeah, that's the thing with a young, hungry bull like that is, he keeps you on your toes. He keeps you hungry. You have to be sharp. And you can't make a mistake because you make a mistake. And you see this guy, one punch knockout power, he can get guys out of there. And, and you make a small mistake and he gets you out. But guys like that keep you sharp, they keep you young and hungry, and and that's that primalness that I was talking about. And it took me some time, but that's the difference. In a 3-round fight, you can't start slow like that. You have to start. It's not a 5-rounder to where you have time to work yourself back in the fight. So that was my miscalculation. It's always disappointing. I have a huge team, a bunch of guys that are my support system, and I don't like to go out like that.
What did Dana say to you at the end there? Sorry, my other question. You went over there and he said some words to you.
Yeah, that's my fault. I feel like that's a 5-round fight. That's a 5-round fight. I shouldn't have been a 3-round fight, but it is what it is. You can't cry about spilled milk, as they say. So, we go back, we reassess, and we come back. 5-round, I think I stop him.
So, but do you think, given enough time for a camp in a 3-round fight, would you have been able to do a different? Because you did get 2 rounds, according to one of the judges. You got 2 rounds in the second and third. So, do you think in a 3-round fight, given enough time, would you be able to beat him?
You tell me. You guys saw it out there. That's a guy that been training a year and a half for anybody. He's a full-fledged middleweight. He's big, he's strong, he can wrestle, he can grapple. And, I just pushed him in 3 rounds. I'm still standing and he's breathing hard, I take nothing away from him. He's as advertised. He's a very, very tough guy, a young, hungry challenger, and, that's, a guy we're going to be seeing for a long, long time. So I'll let you guys be the judge.
So would you say that he surprised you with his strength?
I wouldn't say he surprised me. Nothing surprised me anymore. I've had a lot of good guys. I've beaten champions, so it didn't surprise me. He's as advertised, as I said. I never, all week, all month, since he's been in the UFC, I've never said he's not a guy to watch out for. I've never said that he's not good, that he's not tough. He is as advertised. I give him his props, but, you tell me, does that look like I'm done?
No,
I came off the couch in 10 days, and that's what you got. Give me 5 rounds, I think it's a different story.
But just on that, do you regret coming off the couch on 9-10 days notice?
No, absolutely not. That's what I mean. Fighters fight.
Yeah.
There's a lot of guys that are turning down that fight. I stepped up and I took on the guy, a weight class higher than mine, and flew across the world where he's been training, try to acclimate and all these different things, but it's no excuse. I should have trusted myself, trusted my shape, and it should have been a different result tonight.
And he started out that second round really, really slow. Did that show potentially a chink in his armor, do you think?
No, it's just, I wasn't number 1 for no reason. I wasn't pound for pound for no reason, It's, you suffer 2 losses and you kind of, you fall into a place where you don't necessarily know where you're at. And if there's anything that I learned about myself tonight is I have to trust myself again. you fall into a place where you start to kind of question and doubt yourself a little bit. And if anything that I proved to myself tonight is that I need to trust myself. I need to get back to my roots, get working again, and I do definitely think I can be champion.
Do you know where you're at right now?
No, I have to go home and assess, talk to my coaches, my team, see my family, and I'll be back.
You heard him in the second round with a 1-2 and then again in the third round. Did you think you could have gone harder at that point? Or did you sense the weakness over there when you heard him?
No, it's me letting the fight develop. And I just have to let the fight develop. And, you know, give me 5 rounds. I'm a championship fighter.
Yeah.
Give me 5 rounds, I'll let that fight develop. I think it's a different story.
We spoke about that yesterday, and you said sometimes 3 rounds is harder than the 5, and I know we wanted to see a 5 rounds, but you did trust in yourself in those final moments. You really let it go, as Trevor Whitman asked you to do in the corner. You know, what did you think you could have got it done in those final minutes?
I think I could have, but, you know, that's why I have good coaches. You know, they're going to tell me the truth. They told me to let it go, and that's the thing. I was trying to figure out how I'm going to start. Like, what's the pace? Because I said I've been a championship fighter for such a long time, 5 rounds. You kind of have to switch now the mentality to be able to go 3 rounds. You can't go too hard at first because you don't want to have nothing left for the second and third. But you don't want to start too slow, like I did, obviously, and fall behind. And I think it's just making those necessary adjustments, but it's what we do. We go back to the drawing board and make those adjustments, and we come back stronger.
Who do you want to fight next, and who? I mean, who and when?
I mean, that's a tough one. You know, we have to go back to my coaches. I mean, this guy's out there. Duplessis out there. You know, I think a fight like that, and I'm still right there. And I would love this fight back. I would love to fight him again. You know, I think, you know, obviously him fighting for the title, and you know, me and Duplessis co-main. You know, UFC 300. I'm up for that.
Well, also Hamzat did reveal that he thinks he broke his hand in probably one of the earlier rounds, so I don't know obviously how long that puts him out for. You obviously know what that's like, so it could sort of change the landscape a little bit.
Yeah, if he's unable to go with Strickland, I think you know, everybody knows I've been in that fight before. So, yeah. And if there's any question of whether I can hang with these big boys at 85, I mean, that should answer it.
And talking about 185, like, how did the body feel this week? I know it was late notice, but in terms of, you know, not the big weight cut, how you actually felt in terms of your strength in there, because I was interested to see how your power would carry over at 185, and you landed some big shots.
Yeah, I mean, it's not necessarily just the power, it's the timing, balance, and being able to deliver a good shot. It's just these are all little things that I should trust in myself on, and I should trust in my team and trust in my coaches. You know, you drop 2 razor close fights like that to Leon Edwards, you know, and I haven't lost in such a long time. You start to kind of question yourself a little bit. And so you start to kind of question your coaches, all these different things. But, you know, if one thing that I learned about tonight is trust that, you know. These are my support system that got me to, that aided me in helping me get to where I did. So I just got to trust that, and I'll be back there. I'm not done.
He went for the wrestling from the get-go, first round, immediately in the first 15 seconds. Did you expect that from him? Like, did you think that'll be his game plan? Yeah,
I expect everything. I expected everything. You know, you know, it's just, you know, I thought he would stand with me a little bit more because he's bigger, stronger. You know, he can strike, he can grapple. You expect that, but unfortunately, he went to the wrestling, and it's my fault. I made a minor miscalculation, gave up the takedown, gave up position, and had I not given up that first round like that, I think it's a different story. But it is what it is. No excuses. That's my fault. I have to go back. I have to correct those mistakes, and I'll be back.
Appreciate you talking to us. Thanks, Kamaru.
Thanks.